This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in yesterday's session, we discussed about that copy module, right? Template module, and we saw the difference between copy module and template module. Then we discussed about that debug module, right? And we have written some playbooks, right? Okay, so today we are going to discuss about that handlers, variables. In that variables, group variable, global variables, and not global group variables. Group variables and host variables. We'll discuss all these things. Okay, so before going to start, Pawan is asking one question. Hi, sir. After generating second month bill, we need to raise a ticket for waive off, right? As you said before, they will waive off only one time. Yes, sir. So that's why once you will get the second month bill, you can create a ticket. After getting second bill, also you can wait 1 week, no problem. Okay, so I have raised a ticket, right? And I got a response. So yesterday, someone asked, "Sir, show me that ticket. What is the status of the ticket?" Okay, so if you go here, just search with support. See here, it is showing that pending customer action means it is waiting from our reply. So click on this case. See here, they're asking. Hi there. I have reviewed your account and see the charge for an on-demand Red Hat Enterprise Linux server with T2 medium instance in the SFSP Mumbai region. The charge is occurred as the service is not covered by the free tier. For details, so they have given one link what services free and all. I will, however, be happy to escalate your billing adjustment required to relevant service team for the review. However, they require a below information in order to proceed. Have you terminated all the resources incurred unwanted charges? Please only terminate them if they are no longer needed. Okay, what they are saying, remove that unwanted instances. So what I did, I have deleted. How long did you take to notice spike in billing? How soon and did you contact us? So they're asking. So when you notice this thing, okay, how soon after you contact us? Just mention. I saw that bill, and then I contacted. What are you actively doing prevent this from occurring again? So they mentioned that I'm not going to create that next time. A detailed use case explaining why this account need to be adjusted. So you don't want to give all these things. Just click on reply. Yes, I have deleted. Okay, please go ahead and make way off like that one. Okay, so they are going to review your account and they are going to check that one. So what I did, just I have terminated that T2 medium instance. Okay, so I was using this Jenkins. I have removed this T2 medium instance. Okay, so now even I have removed that host machine 3. No need, right? So anyway, host machine 1, host machine 2 is there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect to that Ansible server. Okay, let me connect it. Connected. Switch to that Ansible server, Ansible user. Okay. Then this takes good. Ansible all -m ping. You get a error for one of the server. Okay. So 134 server, host machine 1, local host, and 193, host machine 2. See, it is showing that 203, the server is unreachable because the server is not running, right? What we can do, we can remove this host information from that host inventor file, which is available in the etc ansible host, right? So this is a server. So if you want, you can comment it. Okay, just type hash. It is going to ignore. It is going to ignore, and it is not going to consider. Now you can execute this command ansible all -mp. See, we are not getting the error. So now, one guy is saying that so after executing the playbook, after installing Apache Strip server, I am not able to access from the browser. See, now I'm able to access it, right? It is working for me. So might be you didn't enable the 80 port number in the secured groups. Okay, you have to enable the port number. Then only it is going to work. For Docker and Kubernetes, T2 medium is required. Yes, Pawan, it is required. So what you will do, once this Ansible is over, you can create a ticket. Okay, so they are going to wave off. Once Docker and Kubernetes started, again you can create it. Yes, this is my first way of request. Only one time they are going to do. Okay, clear? So now we will discuss about that handlers. What is the handlers? Handlers are the handlers are the special tasks which are which will run at the end of the play. So yesterday we discussed in the playbook we can have n number of plays, right? So handlers are the special tasks which will run at the end of the play. End of the play if notified by the another task. See, I have three tasks are there. Suppose if you take this one, install Apache S3 server. See here in this playbook, three tasks are there. Install Apache S3 server, one task. Start the Apache S3 server and copy index.html. So now my requirement is if any changes are there in this index.html, then it has to restart. Then it has to restart. So what I am going to do, I am going to rewrite this playbook. Okay. So 07 install http server with handlers .yml. So here I'm going to keep at the end. So instead of start, restart the Apache S3 server. Restart the Apache S3 server. Instead of here started, we can use that restarted. So when this server has to restart, when the server has to restart, if any changes are there in the index.html, if any changes are there in index.html. So for that one, okay, we need to specify here. So see guys here, template is a one model, right? These are the attributes you have to keep here. See, M is a model, name, state are the attributes, right? So this is a task name. This is also one task name. Here we need to keep notify, notify. Okay. So this one you have to task name. You have to specify here. Restart the Apache S3 server. Okay. So here you have to specify that handler, handlers. Okay. So keep like this one. Okay. So if you observe here, tasks and handlers, it's same only. So that's what I mentioned. Handlers are the special tasks which will run at the end of the play if notified by another task. So that's why you have to keep under tasks. See exactly where this tasks is there, na? In that only you have to keep. If you observe, alright guys, keep quiet. Once if you join, keep in mute. See, still people are not keeping in mute. Okay. So if you observe here, if you keep in different indentation, we are getting the error. Right? See, all mapping items must start at the end, same column, YAML. View problem. See, it is giving. You have to keep here like this one. So, under task, two tasks are there. Under handler, another task is there. So, handler is another special task. So now, if any changes are there in this index.html, then only it is going to execute this task, this handler, right? So if there is no changes, it is not going to execute. Let's see. So we'll take this playbook. We'll go here, go inside this playbooks directory. Just type install http server with handlers .yaml. Just type I. It will come insert mode. Okay. See, observe here. Uh, it's not in the same indentation while copy pasting, and template module also you have to keep it. Okay. See, this is task and this is the handlers, right? Save it. So now just execute Ansible hyphen playbook. the playbook name, and hyphen hyphen syntax hyphen check. So some issues are there. If you observe here, uh, in the destination notify here. So just see here, VA install HTTP server, install HTTP server. So this one you have to keep it here. This template and this notify you have to in the same indentation. So you can check it. See? So guys, in the AML, the indentation is very important. If you are not maintaining that proper indentation, it is not going to work. It clear. So now I'm going to run it. Just execute this playbook. So install Apache S3 server task is running. It's done. Copy index.html. See, some changes are there in the index.html. That's why this handler has executed. Now, if you go here, just check it. See, welcome to Mithun Technologies. Why? Because now, in the playbook itself, if you see, we created two variables, and it is taking these variables values. Right? Company name is Mithun Technologies. Location is Bangalore. So, right? Welcome to Mithun Technologies. Location is Bangalore. So now, again, if you run this playbook, is it going to execute this restart Apache S2 server task? No. Why? Because we are not going to pass any new values for those variables. So that time it is not going to see any changes, right? So that time this index.html is not going to copy. Let's see. Observe here. So there is no changes in index.html. That's why index.html is not copied. So that's why that handler is not executed. When this handler is going to execute, if this task cop index.html is executed, in this case, it is not executed because already it's copied. There is no changes, right? So that's why it is not executed. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass some values hyphen hyphen. So if you want to pass the values for the variables, we are going to use which option? Which option, guys? Hyphen hyphen extra vars. Hyphen hyphen extra vars. And here exactly you have to give that the variable name, company name. Company name is equal to MSS. So if you want to pass multiple variables and values, you have to keep within the double quotes and each variable separated by space. Location equal to HYD, Hyderabad. Execute it. Now observe that the index.html has updated. So that's why this task has executed. So that's why this copy index.html task has notified triggered by this restack Apache Steve server. This is one handler. Clear? Now you can go here, just refresh it. See, location is MSS, location is Hyderabad. Welcome to MSS. Clear? So handlers are the special task which will run at the end of the play if notified by another task. If any other task is notified, then only it is going to execute. Suppose if you go and remove this one, suppose if you go and remove this notify, is it going to execute this handler? It is not going to execute. Okay. So if you remove this notify, that keyword, it is not going to call to this handler. Clear? So this is very important, guys. Handlers. In one of the interview, they ask this question. Okay. What is a handler? Handler is a one special task which will run at the end of the play if notified by the another task. If you are not going to notify, this task is not going to execute. So Om Prakash is asking, if I use same notify for multiple tasks, how many times it is going to execute? If you have notified by n number of tasks, definitely it is going to execute multiple times only. Okay, see here you are specifying that notify execute this task name. So this task is executed, then only it is going to call this handler. Okay, suppose if you keep this message, this notify in this particular task also. If this task is executed, then it is going to notify this handler. Clear? So anybody have any questions on this handlers? If not, we'll discuss about the variables. Clear? See, so far what we did, we created the variables in the playbook. Okay. Instead of creating the variables in the playbook, why can't we create that one YAML file, VA variables dot YAML. There we can create the variables. Na? Yes, it is possible. It is very easy to manage the variables also. So we should not suppose to keep names and values in the playbook. What we are going to do? We are going to create a one file called as any file name variable.yml. I am creating. You can create any file name. Okay. So here I am going to create that company name is equal company name colon. So key value pairs, guys. YAML file contains that key value pairs, company name, and I'm going to give that MSS location Bangalore. Now I'm going to write a one playbook. VA variables demo dot variables demo dot YAML. Okay, so let me create here so that we can keep track of all the files, and I will share these YAML files. Okay, so this is the variables YAML file, and wait, variables demo.yml. So for this one, what I am going to do, okay. So if you want, you can take this handlers code and you can keep it. So here, instead of keeping the variable names here, I am going to get that file name. So if you want to create variables, we are going to use that attribute vars. So if you want to get that variables from the file, we are going to use that vars underscore files, vars underscore files, and hyphen the file name we have to specify here, variable dot yaml. See, whatever the file name we have created, that file name we have to give variable dot yaml. Now it is going to get that what are the variables which we created in this particular file, and it is going to use in this index.html. Okay, let's see whether it is going to take these variables from this particular file or not. Okay, execute vi variables variables.yml. Save it. So guys, while copy pasting, be careful. Sometimes it may not going to copy properly. You will get that indentation errors. So if you want to check that syntax check, Ansible hyphen playbook, the playbook name hyphen syntax hyphen check. So it is saying that could not find the, okay, this one. Observe that. So variables data YML file was not found because we didn't create it. Yes or no? So create this variable.yml and take this two variables. I can check it. See, it's working fine now. Right. So now I'm going to run this playbook. Okay, what it's saying? Company name undefined. Maybe we didn't created that with this variable name. Just check it. If you observe here, company, see wrong name, na? So MPANY company name. Here, observe here, we missed that A, right? So just open this variables.yml. So that's why, guys, be careful while using these variables. Save it. Now, if just see when you are getting error, read that error message. Clearly, it is saying that Ansible undefined variable company name is undefined. So here we are using that A, but in the variables file, this A is not there. So now you can execute this playbook. See here, this index data copy index.html task has executed. So that's why, see, this handler also executed. Now you can go here, just refresh it, observe that it is taking the location as Bangalore. So we created the variables inside this playbook, right? This is the first we created, then created the variables in another playbook. That one we are accessing from the main playbook, right? So which one is the best practice? Are we going to create the variables inside the playbook? No, we are going to create the variables in one another playbook, another YAML file. That YAML file we are going to refer in our playbook. So I will now I am going to pass the variable values dynamically. Even though you have created variables in one playbook and we are accessing in another playbook. So now while running like this one, using that hyphen extra hyphen vars company name is equal to empty, location equal to India. So now which one is going to take? Is it going to take the values from whatever we have created in variables.yaml file, or runtime whatever we are passing the values empty and India is going to take? Runtime variables? Yes. Thank you, Om Prakash, Suresh. So people are already answered. Runtime. So guys, even though you have created variables inside the playbook or another variables file which are you are referring, but if you pass the variable values through runtime, it is going to take these values only. It is going to give the preference to runtime values only. Just check it. Okay. So now you can go here. Just see. Welcome to empty. Location is India. Clear? So sometimes they are going to ask the variable precedence, how it is going to take. Okay. So now I will give one real-time scenario where we are going to use this variables files. See, I have dev environment and production environment. So the variable file name is it will be like this one, dev no, where dev underscore vars data YAML prod underscore vars dot YAML. So each environment we are going to use that different variables file, right? So now in the playbook, how we can refer these variables, these files? See, this is a playbook. This playbook, how we are going to refer? Usually, we are going to keep this file name here. But If you keep like this one, what will happen? It is going to take only the dev environment variables. So if you want to take from prod, again you have to change from dev to prod. My requirement is I don't want to change this playbook. I don't want to update this playbook. Okay. So it has to take while executing the playbook. We need to pass it. So if you observe in these two playbooks, what is the common? Underscore vars dot yml underscore vars dot yml. Only that this environment name is different. So can we pass this value dynamically dev prod like that one? Yes. So what I am going to do? I am going to create that one variable env. So this value I am going to pass while running this playbook. While running this playbook, I am going to pass at the runtime. So if it is a dev, just I am going to pass env is equal to dev. So that time this variable value is going to take as a dev, right? So now let me create these two files. Okay, so let me create here also so that we are not going to miss devvars.yml. So here I am going to keep that variable names and values. So I am going to specify mss dev bangalore dev just to differentiate, right? And then 09 pod underscore vars dot yml. So here instead of dev prod I'm going to select. So now I'm going to create one playbook vars demo files dot var files demo dot yml. So here I'm going to keep like this one. Express trailer that note. So what you have to do? You have to keep within the double quotes. See guys, clearly if you don't use the editors, you are not able to identify that errors. Yes or no? See, I have removed this double quotes. See, clearly it is saying that unexpected scalar at node end. So I forgot the here double quotes. You have to keep this one in the double quote, then only it is going to work. This is the advantage of using editors, right? So now I'm going to create these two files vi dev. Okay, so let me copy paste so that I'm not going to do any mistake. Dev underscore vars underscore. So here I'm going to keep this content. Same way I'm going to create that prod. So each environment we have specific files. It is the prod. So now vi var files demo dot yml. So here I'm going to keep this one. Save it. Now you can run it Ansible hyphen playbook. The playbook name files demo.yml and just take that hyphen hyphen syntax hyphen check. So syntax is looks good. Just you can execute it. So now I'm going to pass hyphen hyphen extra hyphen vars and env is equal to dev. Env is equal to dev. Hit the enter. So again the variable name is wrong. So maybe by copy pasting we see company. Yeah, how many times we'll do the mistake? Same mistake. Okay, so just go ahead and change this variable name company. Just execute. So MP and my company name. Oh, I have given again wrong. Huh? ANY. Yes, see, it's executed. Now you can go here. So just refresh it. After that, MSS dev, Bangalore dev. So means it is getting that variable values from the dev environment variables file. So now what I am going to do? Just I am going to change that environment as env is equal to prod. Env is equal to prod. So now it is going to get that all the variable values from the production one. So here also, so MPA NY company name is undefined. Okay, VA prod variables. So here also it is the wrong one. Now we can run it. Here also we'll update it. Okay, so now it has executed. You can go here, just refresh it. Observe here, MSS prod, Bangalore F1 prod, right? So like this, we can pass it. So now, suppose I'm not passing any environment variable value, whether it is a dev or prod. I'm not passing. Let's see, we are getting the error. Uh, so just don't pass anything. Just try to execute this one. We'll get a error. See, env. We could be wrong, but this one looks like that might be an issue with missing codes. Always code template expression brackets when they start a value. So if you see an error, undefined variable was found when attempting to template the vars underscore files item here, right? So this environment variable we have to pass it. My requirement is if I'm not passing any environment name, So by default, which environment it has to take? Usually, guys, if I'm not passing any environment variable value, usually which environment variable it has to take? By default, dev. Thank you, guys. Because first one is the dev environment, right? It has to take that dev. How to pass that dev is the default one. So for that one, we are going to create a one variable. How? Here, where's colon, where's colon, here env is equal to dev, env colon dev. Just you can create a one variable called as env dev. So what will happen? By default, it is going to take env variable value is a dev. Let's see whether it is going to take or not. Go here, open this where files demo.yml. So go up here. Okay, where's env dev. Save it. Now you can run this file Ansible playbook, the playbook name variable files dot variable files demo dot yml. Now see, we are not going to get any error. See here, it has executed. Now you can go here, refresh it. See, it is taking that dev as a default one. Clear? So guys, in the real time, we are going to use like this one. Okay. So Jasprit is asking, can we print that options for the user to select in case user doesn't know what it needs to? Uh, Not sure. Maybe we can see. I think it is not there. Usually we are going to pass like this one only. Okay. We need to check it. Okay. So Om Prakash is saying where's underscore prompt. Okay. We need to see that one. Okay. So now we discuss about that how we can create the variables inside the playbook in another playbook, how we can create that variables specific to environment respectively, dev, production, QA. So based on your environment's requirement, you can create a number of playbooks also. So now we'll discuss about that group variables. Group variables. Okay. See, in our host inventory file, how many groups we created? We created that app servers, DB servers, web servers like that. We have created the groups. My requirement is so I want to take variables or any the values specific to that groups. Suppose if it is a web servers group, for all the web servers group, it has to take from one particular file. If it is a DB servers, for all the DB servers, I need to take from different file, right? So for that one, what we are going to do, we are going to create one file, create a one YAML file in where etc directory. There you will see that Ansible directory. Inside the Ansible directory, okay, we have to create the files with the group names. Suppose I have created the group name called as app servers, app servers dot YAML, db servers dot YAML, web servers dot YAML. So you can create YAML files with the group names and keep inside this particular directory. Okay, keep inside this particular directory. Sorry, so you have to keep inside this group underscore vars directory. So first we have to create one directory called as group underscore vars, and there you have to create with that group names. See, if you see here in host inventory file, this is the default host inventory file, right? So here we have created that db servers. So you can create that db servers dot yml, app servers, app servers dot yml, web servers, web servers dot yml. So like that, based on your host inventory file, whatever the group names you have given, create that YAML files with the group names. Where inside this directory, etc Ansible group underscore vars directory. Where let's see whether it is going to take that respective variables from that respective file for the group of servers. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to install that Java in app servers different version, DB servers in different version. I'm going to install it. Right. So first what I'm going to do, I will create a one directory mkdir. This one. What will happen? It is going to create that group underscore vars directory inside this particular directory. Okay. So let me create this directory. Permission denied it is saying. So use that sudo. Okay, we have created because we are trying to create with Ansible user, right? Ansible user is a normal user. Do we have access to this etc directory? No. Same way, we are going to create that sudo va in this particular directory. This file which we are going to create it. So I'm going to create one variable here, right? So the variable name is Java package version colon. So I'm going to keep that Java 11, Java hyphen 11 open JDK. Open. So this is one package name. So if you are not sure about these package names, very simple. Just search with that package names in the Google. Go here. So here, just search with Open JDK 11. Open JDK 11 package name. Click on this one. It is 7. 11 is there. Open what we searched. Open directly 11. Yes. 7 is there. So it is also there. 8 version is there. So I was using this one in the last batch. Java 11 OpenJDK development edition evaluation. I think they have removed this one. Okay, let's see. We'll try to install this one. So in app servers, I'm trying to install this Java 11. Same way in DB servers, I'm trying to install that Java 1.8.0 OpenJDK. So I think this package is available here also. Let's see, YVM install this one. So like this, you can get these things. So if you want, okay, so we'll with you install this 1.7 where here in app servers we are going to install that 1.7 DB servers we are going to install 1.8. Okay, so let me create app servers data YAML. It will come insert mode. So add this line, save it. Same way, create db servers.yml apply, then save it. So now, if you go and create one playbook, okay, and try to execute that playbook, we'll see what will happen. Okay, so I'm going to create one playbook called as va install java.yml. So let me create it here. Then here, okay, hyphen host all. So here you have to use that hyphen, then become true. Why? Because we need to use as a sudo. Then only it is going to install it. Then tasks colon. So the task name install Java. So if you want to install, we are going to use the M module. M. Okay. So here directly here also you can specify name is equal to within the double quotes that variable name you can specify it. So what is the variable name which we created? This one, Java package version, right? So after installing, I need to get that which version of Java has installed. Which version of Java has installed, right? So Om Prakash has shared one script, the variables underscore prompt. Okay, Please enter the application to install. Good. Okay. So Om Prakash, just share this same example to that Skype group so that so whoever missed the class, they will refer it. Okay. So if you want, I will. So this is the Om Prakash has shared. Okay. So where's underscore prompt. Just try it. Okay. We'll see. So now I have created that one playbook. I'm going to get that Java package version respect to that group variables, right? So after installing Java, I need to get that Java version. So for that one, I'm going to write that another task. So the task name is display Java version. Get the Java version. Get the Java version. So I'm going to use the shell module. Shell. Then so if you want to get the Java version, we are going to use that Java hyphen version command. So this Java version command, it may going to give that version. So if the Java is installed, it will give that Java. If not, it is going to give the error, right? So that's why two greater than and one. Both I'm redirecting. I'm giving that output to that grep command. So grep version. Grep version. Okay. So from this one, I want to get that third value. So for that one, we are going to use the arc command. Arc. So I want to print that third column. So for that one, we are going to use that print $3. Okay. So guys, you have to go through that arc command. Then only you can able to understand this. So I have created one and uploaded in that YouTube channel, right? Then I need to give this arc command output to the send command to replace forward slashes. So within the single quotes, yes, replace this double quote with the forward slash globally. Okay. So after that, I'm going to register that value. So whatever value we are going to get na, using this register parameter. Register. What is the variable name? Java version. So whatever the value we are going to get from this one, we are going to keep inside this particular variable. So now I'm going to display that Java version. Display Java version. So for that one, we are going to use that debug module, or you can use that message debug module. Inside this debug, you can use that var or msg. So just if you want to display that variable value, you can use that var Java version dot standard output std out. Right. So like this you can. So guys, just simply how to install. This is enough. Again, I want to display in the console which version I has installed. So for that one, I'm writing that two more tasks. Okay, so the playbook is so this with the three dots. Okay, so now let's copy this one. Go here, save it. See, if you don't know the Linux, can you able to understand that Ansible? Not possible, right? See, guys, without Linux commands, you are not able to understand any of the other tools like Tomcat. If you want to start the Tomcat, we are going to use that many commands. Sonar keep, Nexus, right? So that's why Linux is a prerequisite. So now I'm going to run this one. So before running this playbook, we are going to use that Ansible hyphen playbook and playbook name install java.yml. Before that, just check it that okay. So we are getting error. I thought I will check that the syntax. So it is saying that the task includes an option with undefined variable. Okay. Okay. So Java package version is an undefined. It is saying that in so just check that this Java package version in this variables pi app servers. We created in that particular directory. Na? Mm, just open Java package version. What package name it is expecting? Java package version. So here it is failing in app servers and see that error message. The task includes an option with an undefined variable. Okay, in which server it is failed in 134. In 134 it has failed, right? So 134 it will come in the app servers. Okay, just check it. Okay, maybe whatever that package we included, na, maybe it is not available. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me add that 11. So in the last batch I have used that one. Java 11 hyphen open jdk hyphen solution. Now just you can run it. We are seeing that error. The error was undefined. The error appears to be still Java. So variable name issue. Just take this variable name. Okay. Okay. If you observe, I got it. I will resolve this error now. If you see in 193 server, it has installed that 1.8. Okay, just take this output and keep it here. Now we'll verify it. So in DB servers, we have installed that in DB servers we have installed that 1.8. Just check it. This host name is added under DB servers or not. This 134 is added under app servers or not. Okay, because in app servers we have installed this 11. So we have changed it, right? Java 11 OpenJDK hyphen dev elv. Right, now you can go here, just verify sudo cat slash etc slash ansible host. See, DB servers 193, app servers 134. Observe app servers 134. In 134, it has installed 11. Is it fine? That is what we configured, right? In app servers.yml, we configured it Java 11. So that's why in 134 server, it has installed that Java 11. In DB servers, we have installed that Java 1.8. So it has installed in 193 servers 1.8. So if you observe, here we got the error. Na? For if you see, for local host, it is not installed. It has failed because local host is not in belongs to any of the group, right? So from where it is going to take? See, local host is not part of any of the group. Then what it is going to do? Which version it has to take? So for that one, what we are going to do? We are going to create a one file called as all.yml. So if ungrouped servers, it is going to take from the all.yml, which is available in here Ansible directory, etc Ansible directory. Okay, so create this variable, create this file with this value. So now in localhost, which version has to install? Which version has to install? 1.8. Let's see. Just we'll run the playbook whether it is going to install 1.8 or not. So it is error. Sorry. So this file has to create in that groups file, not group underscore vars directory. Have to create this file under the correct one. So if you want, you can remove it. Sudo rm-f. So we have created one file here, na? Can remove it. So we have created all.yml inside this group underscore vars directory. So just you can run it, and it is going to work. So in the local host, it is going to install that 1.8 version. Observe that in the local host, 1.8 has installed. So how the variable precedence? So first, it will check that runtime variables, runtime values. If you are not passing variables in Ansible playbook or variable files. See, we are going to create that variables in the files, right? That one. Suppose if you are not created variables inside the playbook or variables file, then it is going to check that host specific. Here, if it is not available, then it will go to that group variables. If it is not available, all.yml. This is the precedence it is going to follow. Now we'll discuss about that host variables. See, I want to maintain that specific host. So for that one, what we are going to do? We are going to create a one directory called as host underscore variables. Host underscore. However, we created that group underscore vars one directory, right? Like that, we are going to create that one directory called as here host underscore vars. Let's create this one. Inside that one, what I'm going to do? I'm going to create a one EC2 instance, launch Red Hat, 1 GB is enough. So give any name, host machine 3, host 3, whatever name you can give. So take this one. So just take that private IP address, that is enough. Create a one file with the YAML inside this particular directory. There, I'm going to keep that this variable Java 11, whatever they want. So now, just you can create this file sudo. So guys, with the host name or IP address also, you can give that YAML file name. So now what I'm doing, I'm creating a one YAML file with the IP address. Okay, just create it and just you can create this variable, save it. But we need to add this particular host in the host inventory file. Then only it is going to consider right. So for that one, sudo vi slash etc slash ansible underscore and host. Just scroll down here. I'm going to create this one. Is ungrouped server. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this Ansible user is the EC-user. Ansible private key is public key is this one PEM file. Save it. Now let's see first whether server is up and running or not. Okay, so if it is up and running, now I'm going to run the same playbook. So now in this whatever the host which we created, na, in that new host, which version of Java it is going to install? It is going to install 1.8. Why? Because I have created one file with the name, that host name, that IP address .yml, and I have created that host underscore variables inside this particular directory. Right? So if any file with that host name, first it is going to give the preference to this particular file. If it is not available, it will go group. If it is not added in that group, any group, it will be. So now if you want, let me add this in any one of the group. Okay, so that will understood. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to keep that inside DB servers group. So in the DB servers, which version we are installing? DB servers 1.8. No, we'll add it into the DB servers group. We are going to add it under this one. But in that host file, we have added 1.8. So now, which is going to give the preference to that group file or a host inventory, a host file, host only. Let's see. Just execute Ansible playbook, the playbook name, install java.yml. Say yes. It is installing. Java is installing. Wait. So Dimple is saying, sir, in your sentence, host is same location as host server.yml. Yes, host underscore where we have created. Na? Now if you observe in this 250 server, see 11 has installed. Even though which is added under the DB servers group. So for DB servers group, Java 11 1.8 is there, but it has installed 11. Why? Because of this precedence. So first it will check, is there any specific host file is there. If it is there, it is going to consider this one only, even though that host is added under DB servers group, it is not considering. Clear, guys? So this is the precedence. In one of the interview, they asked this question also. So what is the variables precedence? Runtime variables, values. Suppose if variables are created in Ansible playbook or variables in another files, first it will give this preference. If it is not available, it will go to the host. If it is not available, it will go to the group. Here also the group files is not available, then it will go to the all.yml. Clear, guys? Anybody have any questions? Okay, so that's all about that variables. Okay, so in tomorrow we are going to discuss about that loops, then some conditional statements like when, then we'll discuss about that see tags if it is possible. So then we have some other topics, Ansible, Vault, like dynamic inventory. These are the main topics are there. So tags, Ansible, Vault, dynamic inventory. So these are the leftover topics in the Ansible. So tomorrow we'll cover loops and conditional statements if it is possible, tags also. Okay, so next three more classes I need to cover this Ansible. Clear? So three more classes. Okay, two is enough, but sometimes it may go into extend. See, now I need to start immediately 7:30. Already 7:30 people are pinging me. So if it is 7:30 to 9 o'clock, I can extend it. Yes, roles also I need to discuss. Ansible roles. So definitely it need three more sessions. Roles also very important topic. So these three are very important topics, guys. Don't miss it. Okay. Thank you, guys. So if it is a 7:30 to 9, I could finish in seven sessions, but it is 6 to 7:30. Na? I'm not able to extend that even 10 to 15 minutes. But if it is 7:30 to 9, I can extend that 9:30 also till 9:30. But already people are waiting. I need to start other batch. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.